The fastest racetrack in the Superbike series, with the best of the action from both Superbike and Supersport races. This is not for the faint-hearted.
You join us here on a blustery Easter Monday for the Thruxton Thrash. It's going to be lightning fast around here today. If you need yet more evidence that this is the best domestic series in the world, you got it. But first, let's take a look at how the main men came out of the shadows at Donington.
Has a clear 18-point lead after 4 races, but he's the first to point out there's 20 more to come. Neil Hodgson is comfortable in second place, with 3 times British Superbike runner-up Chris Walker settling in nicely on his new for 2000 Suzuki in 3rd place. Breathing down his neck are James Hayden and Steve Hislop. Claire and Chris talk Donington at Thruxton.
Well, Chris, after the disappointment of race 1, a phenomenal win for you in race 2. You are a guy who is really, really hungry for victory, aren't you?
Yeah, I was desperate to win a race, obviously, at Brands Hatch the week before, and it didn't quite happen. Then the first race, I wasn't actually in a position where I was going to win the race, I don't think, when the bike broke down. But fortunately, things turned around for the second race, rode the spare bike, and it was real good, and things worked out pretty all right for me, Team Suzuki, for a change. So, yeah, it was a good start to the season. Nice to get a win under my belt a lot earlier than I did last year.
You're great to watch. I mean, at one point, going around sideways around some of those bends was fantastic. There was flames coming out the back. I thought you were going to melt Hodgson's visor at one point. You really do push your machinery to the edge, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, after, just my style really. I think some of it perhaps comes from motocross, and I'm not the smoothest of riders. It gives the bike and the tyres a bit of a hard time. But, the Suzuki and myself are getting on really well together. Still working a little bit on the settings. The bike, we virtually changed the whole thing from brands and got a lot more consistency out of it. We just made the thing a little bit unstable on the brakes, which, as you probably saw on the TV, was one of the things. It wasn't so much holding me back, but it was making it hard to be, like pinpoint accurate every lap, so that's something we're going to work on obviously this weekend. But no, really, really happy, and it was good to get a win.
Well, the fans obviously loved you at Donington, a local guy. Are we going to see you there on the 15th? We need some British talent now, don't we?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I'm told that I'm in, and I'm really, really excited about that. Obviously, it's one of the things you kind of build your whole year around, your couple of World Superbike rides, and this year it was looking unlikely that I was going to get in, especially after the first race at Donington. So ever so excited about that now, and obviously try and do some good, keep the Brits up there.
Well, we can't really see too much sideways action around this circuit, can we, Thruxton? It's a bit different from last year, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I can't believe it. Went out this morning for the first time, and the track's so much smoother. It's unbelievable. Really, really good. It's ever so grippy. It's giving the tyres a hard time, but I think as the weekend goes on and get a bit more rubber down, then things will work out a bit better for us.
Well, let's hope the sunshine keeps out for tomorrow as well. Good luck, Chris.
Thank you. Happy Easter, everybody.
Well, you've heard riders talk about the perfect package. They're not waiting for a delivery from the postman. They are, of course, looking for the best possible racing motorcycle, and the teams have the job of preparing them one. It's a constant struggle against track conditions, and here they have a brand new surface to contend with as well, and the weather can wreck everything. But if all else fails, it'll be the club chicane at Thruxton that sorts them out. Let's take a look then at how they got on in qualifying. Steve Hislop took pole at Brands and Donington, but at Thruxton, just when 3 in a row looked possible, he gave someone else a chance. Has he got a perfect 10 for style? Perhaps luge racing will be his winter sport. Teammate Paul Brown spent his 3rd Superbike race weekend on the Yamaha, climbing to an impressive 6th place time, just behind his eventual 5th place. Series leader Reynolds made sure of a front row start, pipping Chris Walker for 3rd on the grid. Neil Hodgson and the INS Ducati team celebrated what looked like their first pole position of the year. But with a couple of minutes left of qualifying time, John Crawford scorched around Thruxton, averaging 110 miles an hour to snatch it for Suzuki.
Mr. Crawford, absolutely brilliant. You are flying out there phenomenally quick.
Yeah, today we didn't have much practice, and I really found I set up really quick with the bike and just got better all day. So yeah, I'm overwhelmed. I didn't think I'd be pole.
Talk about fireworks in the last few minutes of qualifying. That was great to watch.
Yeah, I was really happy with the times I was doing on race tyres. I knew if I could get the right lap in on a qualifier that we could make the front row. I didn't think we could be pole, but yeah, I'm delighted. It's good for me, good for the team, all the guys who work for me, so yeah, brilliant.
Neil Hodgson, congratulations. It's blisteringly fast out there.
It's a really fast circuit. It's not my favourite track, to be honest, but the corners, you're doing like 120, 30 mile an hour, and it actually takes quite a while to get used to the speeds. You know, the first few laps of practice, it actually feels fast, which is not a comfortable feeling when you're doing those speeds. But as the session went on, I got relax a little bit on the bike, and I managed to pull a good time out at the end.
We're going to see some great racing here tomorrow, some brilliant overtaking, all those wide bends out there.
Yeah, it's one of the widest circuits we race on, and there's so many lines out there. I remember last year there was the top 5, you covered by less than 0.2 of a second as we went over the line, so it is really, really exciting. It should be a good race. Hopefully I'll be at the front of the pack.
Well, you're on form, obviously recovered from the flu.
Yeah, thanks for your advice. I've been taking these herbal tablets and I now feel a lot better, a lot stronger. Nothing illegal, I'll just say. And it's all down to Claire, so thank you very much, Claire.
Good luck, Neil. Cheers.
Thanks.
Steve, you've been dominating qualifying throughout these championships so far, and you were on pole on racing tyres and you came off. What would you have done if you'd been on qualifiers?
I know, I never even got the chance to try the qualifier today, but no, the bike was working good, and I just tried a different, slightly softer tyre, and the tyre was hooking up good, and I went a little bit quicker again, but just exiting the complex, it's a weird sort of camber there, and it just came round in third gear, but as it kind of unloaded, I was determined to get back on it, and I think as the bike settled down again, it just went big style. You can't get it back to that.
You're really quick around this circuit. Is this your kind of track?
No, I actually don't like this circuit, but I was quite surprised this morning that I was consistently quicker than the lad, on race rubber. But at least I'm not on that. I think pole's been unlucky for me, so maybe this is a turnaround for me now.
Typical bank holiday weather had threatened qualifying on Sunday, and on race day morning it was pouring, but by the pit lane lunchtime walkabout the sun had come out for racing. The girls turned out to mark the stars' places on the grid, and our star girl joined them for the last word from the main men. That's next.